Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine if the law guarantees equality for every citizen, why there are so many mothers must struggle twice as hard just to live with dignity. Today, I stand here before all of you, not only as a university student, I stand here as a son of single mother. My name is Muhammad Analta Gibransyah. I am a law student from Faculty of Law Universitas Ahmad Dahlan. And through this motivational speech, I invite all of us to reflect one fundamental legal principle that should guide our commitment to Sustainable Development Goal number 5, gender equality. The principle of equality before the law. Because equality before the law should not only exist in legal document, it should exist in real life, especially for mother who carry responsibility meant for two people. Understand that single mothers are not only raising the children, they're also raising the future of this nation. But unfortunately, many of them still raising that future without equal opportunity, without equal protections, and sometimes without equal recognition. As a law student, I believe that equality before the law means every citizen deserves the same respect, the same protections, and deserve the same access to opportunity regardless of their background and social status. However, reality often tells a different story. Many single mothers often face economic vulnerability while supporting their families alone. In my case, I witnessed this issue directly in my own home. There were moments where my mother had to manage all the household needs, my education, and all the responsibility at the same time without financial certainty and also institutional support. And many of them must struggle to access social support system that should protect them. I remember when my mother had to process my birth certificate when I was a child. Because my mother did an unregistered marriage or pernikahan siri, and raising me on her own, the administrative became complex and not easy. That requires a lot of explanation, a lot of patience, and a lot of strength from my mother. And many of them often face a social stigma that questions their dignity instead of supporting their strengths. I remember growing up, I often heard a lot of questions from the people around me. They're always asking why my family was so different. Even though I knew those questions were not directed to hurt us, but those questions always carry an assumption that every single mother family were incomplete. Growing up with single mother have taught me something that is very important. Resilience is powerful, but resilience cannot replace protections. And strength is admirable, but strength cannot replace equality. My mother worked not once, but twice as hard, not because he wanted to prove something to other people, but because he had no other choice. And today, I stand here before all of you as a living evidence that behind every strong child raised by a single mother, there is a woman who fought a silent battle that society often fails to see. This is why I think supporting single mother is not only a social issue, this is a legal issue and it is a justice issue. Because equality before the law means every citizen, including single mother, deserve in receiving opportunity to live with dignity and also to contribute to society. As a student of Muhammadiyah or Islamic institution, we are part of a movement that has long believed that education must serve humanity. This means we're not only responsible to learn about justice, but we're responsible for bringing justice closer to the society. And we can start by raising awareness about the rights of single mother. We can support the community initiative around us, and most importantly, we can change the way society sees single mother, not to a symbol of limitation, but a symbol of resilience and contributions. Because equality before the law is not only the responsibility of a state, it is also the responsibility of educated citizens like us. And through this motivational speech, I want to remind all of you that equality before the law should not stop in our legal textbook. It must live in our policies, it must live in our communities, and it must live in our actions. Because when single mother receives equality, a generation receives opportunity. And when a generation receives opportunity, a nation moves forward. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.